Hello again, we are back. I've adjusted the volume a bit, some more. Sounds like it sounds better, but just be on the safe side, I'm increasing the mic volume to see how that works. We're doing another random run. I'm gonna give it about 25 minutes before I'll hit you a to be continued. And then I'll just unpause it when I come back to finish the run. QX787HML. So, anyways, I was saying, yeah, I gotta exercise and stuff. I mean, I'm not avoiding it. I don't care what weather it is outside, like, I gotta do it. Gotta keep up with my muscle building and my weight loss. I got a little bit of a chub going on. I mean, not like anything sexual or anything, but like, I mean, like in the sense of stomach flab. I guess that's a more of an appropriate term. Yeah, I was just thinking too. A little bit about time travel again for some reason, and something just came into mind about this Apple campaign, and it's like about 10 years ago or something, where there was this kid that was outside, I think in a tent, or outside just, you know, looking at the stars and the twilight and stuff out, and the mother or someone comes out, is like, honey, or something like that. It's almost past your bedtime, or it's time for bed. Get off your computer. And then she's like, what's a computer? Oh, man. Like, I remember that. And like, I mean, I've heard about it, and then I just had to look up the video. And then it's like, holy crap. And the context with it was like, so it's an Apple commercial, so ironically computers. And she was on an iPad, I think it was, or like one of those devices where you got like the clip-on keyboards and stuff, and you could detach it and stuff. And she makes this comment, it's like, what's a computer? It's like, obviously, Apple's trolling because it's like they're trying to make it as though it's not a computer, but it's a computer. I mean, they know what a definition of a computer is. They're just trying to like make controversy, I guess. What's a computer? Virtually almost every electronic thing, even ballistic missiles, it's got on-board computer chips. Your Tamagotchi is a computer. I should go pop it in here. Ah, okay. I don't know if people play Tamagotchis anymore. Like, I think they're still around, but same with Neopets. I used to be like big in Neopets. Guess in the last video I was talking about like hobbies and stuff that I used to do, and here we are, just come up with more stuff. Yeah, not Tamagotchis. Excuse me, I got some stuff in my throat. No, I was saying, Neopets. Like, early on, it was kind of a pain to like, you know, get items and stuff like that, because they randomly happen as you go on your, you know, journey of exploring different pages. Of course, in the later years, I found something pretty clever, which was you got a program that would randomly explore different pages, like on a sitemap. of just various whatever, just various places, and the whole deal with that is, so it's a way to like end up with all these different pages, and then you collect all these random items, even rare stuff too. And that was the whole thing about it, which was like getting those rare items, foods. Later on, it was like stones, and I think the stones were used for used to upgrade your character some more. I don't know, for like Neopet fights. They're trying to be the new Pokemon. Of course, yeah, I think it came out around the time Pokemon came out. And, of course, they would catch on the people with that and they start banning accounts. So what I did was I would make a new account, do that for a while. I'll leave it on while I'm at school. And come back and I'm just got a lot of goodies or I'm banned. But if I'm luckily not banned, I would trade it to another account, say like one of my siblings. They're like, here you go, here's some free stuff before I get banned. Can't get me coppers. And yeah, so that was the thing. Like it didn't cost anything that I recall to like play the game, like get certain elements in the game. That is, it was just like whatever, you know. But yeah, like that came into mind with time travel, because like I was thinking about that thing with Back to the Future, when Marty McFly was like telling, you know, his younger like uncles and stuff when they were kids, like, oh, I seen this. This was on a rerun, and they're like, what's a rerun? And stuff like that. Or like, what are you talking about? This is a new episode. It's never been aired. And I was just like thinking, after that, I was like, the whole Mac campaign, or not Mac, you know what I mean. Back then, I used to call it Mac. Meant like Apple and stuff. It was Apple, but you know, I was calling it Mac. Macintosh. Remember that? People used to talk about Macintosh, not whatever, Apple. Or iPad. The iShuffle. I think it's an iShuffle. And then, yeah. I used to have an iPod Nano, I guess. I was just given one. I didn't really use it much. I think my sister and brother had one too. And then they got like iPads. Not iPads. iPods. I got an iPad. And I didn't like it too much. I still have it. Just kind of broken and it's first generation and it's probably useless at this point. With the cloud store and stuff. iCloud. No, not iCloud. Whatever. It's i something. But yeah, companies, they usually do is they make such controversy, say it like that, campaign, to stir up feedback, you know, talking about it. Can't believe they did this. Yeah, I know. Can't believe they said it's not a computer. Da da da. What do you want to do? I want to get an iPad. No. There's a lot more hierarchy, I thought, before it gets to that point for some people. I don't think it'd be like, oh, I'm so mad, and then like quickly it'd be like, I'm gonna get it. It's just kind of like with some industries, it's like something controversial happens, and it happens all the time. And you got people out there that's like, this is an outrage, da, da, da. We should boycott by not buying their stuff. And they turn around and they buy it. Oh, hello there, sir. It appears you're a hypocrite. And, yeah. Kids these days. Yeah. Got plenty of money here. Oh, we should have been using this. Alright, might as well, you know. More health, more speed. I need for speed. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll take this. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to say with that. I mean, just something that came to thought. This is not going to be like a Mac versus Microsoft. Well, Mac versus PC, whatever, you know what I mean. Apple versus Microsoft, or Linux, or the one that was made by that one guy that's supposed to like be a representation of like God's perfection. That operating system. We're not talking about any of those. Man, I don't know what else. Jeez Louise. Well, golly gee. I can't think of anything else. I mean, our last run went pretty well, of course. Thankfully, we had a reroll, like, option. Because Eden can get some nasty stats at times when you reroll. When you randomly pick them. That's why I don't like to just pick them. Not only that, because it's like, oh, I'm expecting something random, of course, but then it's like, it's nothing like as challenging and just like out there as like you get the Lost or something, or the Keeper. They're like, okay, I gotta have to adapt to this, as opposed to like anything with Eden. He's got health to regenerate or to like lose, like Blue Baby, but he doesn't have that same oomph like the Keeper and the Lost. Well, the Keeper, it's got like, you know, technically red hearts, sort of. But I mean, in the sense, it's like his health is coins, so like all these hearts are just useless. Been pretty fortunate with these pills too, because of whatever. I'm not seeing anything interesting here either, except blowing him up. That was a satisfactory thing. It's Creep. This Creep is creeping me out. Ah, dead end. Alright. Money, I can't get over there. What hit me? One of his shots or something? So yeah, it's just another Isaac day, I guess. Still the same day, still a Wednesday. Still a week from repentance. Nothing new under the sun right now. So much. Oh, Dad's lost coin, huh? Cool, luck and a whatever upgrade. Just what I need. It's just like more junk. Why'd I pick up this nickel? Cause like I picked up Greed's Eye and I didn't think too much of it. Lucky with that. Luck, I mean, like, probably not so much here. Okay, found a couple of raw item rooms here. starting to see some more commercials now being curated to me from my local area. I don't know. And these like places I go to too, so I don't know if they just like tracking my Google searches, which I know they do, on accounts that's tied to my YouTube account, or like it's just advertising because they know your IP and they'll just like give you relevant stuff from time to time. I keep getting all these like GoDaddy ads. It's like, just go away. Like, I don't want to see any more of this repetitive stuff. And there's another one about like, hey, arts and crafts. Da, da, da. I think it's like the same thing from GoDaddy. It's like, they're pushing hard to try to get people back to their internet platform, despite of all the stuff they've done. But I'll leave it at that. They got money to burn. Do I use GoDaddy? No. I think I might have used to. What we got here? It's another text message. What's going on here? Oh, okay. It's one of those. Not spam, it's just, something. Let's see. Trying to find our last cider room. I'm not messing with that. It's way up here, huh? Yeah, it's, seemed like it's kind of a dry day today now. Like, comes to topics, I guess. This video's coming out on the 21st, though, so buckle up, because that's almost a month from now. A month from, well, yeah. It's almost a month from now, which is the 24th right now, so when you see it, you're going to be confused as like, okay, almost a month from now, so like a little past midpoint of March. So I gave you a little assistance with figuring that out. You're welcome. I'm going to be like Nostradamus and be like, I'm going to predict this in a video. Haha. I guess we take mysterious candy. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be going running, doing some running, some jogging around town. Get my legs out to stretch out there in the open. I mean, not a whole lot really involved, really. It's just maneuvering, running, traffic, all that stuff. I mean, the basics of running. I need to get some new tennis shoes, though. They're the ones they're already wearing out on the bottom of them, and I'd even had those for 2 years, and they're already like, yeah, falling apart a little bit. But yeah, get those squared away sometime. We lost our devil deal. Oh boy. At this point, they haven't been too merciful with giving us what we want so far. Okay. Might as well. Ooh, careful there. The spike is just rogue. Okay, I didn't think we were gonna get it. Mate! Arby's. We have the meats. Well, nasty meats that I don't like. Some people like it, I personally don't. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yoink. Yeet. There we go. Okay, alright. Alright, alright. So, we got an excellent item here. We'll just go down the next floor here, because there's nothing else holding us back, truly. Oh, my Lant. I'm not worried about going back and looking for health or something. Like, forget that. I'm in a time crunch. For goodness sake. I got about maybe 5 minutes, and then I'll hit you with a pause pretty soon. And I'll be back momentarily. Hopefully not too long. Oh, of course you're not going to notice because I'm going to pause it. I'm not going to like keep recording while I'm gone. You got to be sitting there for like a half an hour. The pause screen. I ain't leaving you hanging. But man, OBS is so useful for that. It's like you can just pause, then unpause, and you don't have to deal with the ordeal with like what is it? You know, piecing the clips together and stuff, and then just a bunch of jargon. Okay, that's real nice too. Go. Okay, we found our shop. That's nice. Hopefully a black candle. A stopwatch, why not? At this point, we'll take him down. I mean, I don't know. What else to say? I feel like a jester, just like trying to entertain a king, you know? It's like, oh boy, what should I say before I get the axe, you know? Or the guillotine. Okay. Mom fight. Yeah, because of that one item we have, the cone head or something. I mean, that's another thing to talk about. Speaking of cone heads. So like, when I was a kid, I used to see bits and pieces and trailers or something. The movie Coneheads. And a few days ago, I decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this just to see what this was about. You know, back then, I didn't like it that much. It was just really, I mean, of course it's gonna be weird because like the whole theme behind it and stuff was just aliens, and how they acted in human environments. No, it wasn't that great. I mean, it was okay. They had a notable cast in there I recognized. Like they had the one guy from Better Call Saul, the brother lawyer, the older one. What's his name? It escapes me right now. He was in it. Yeah. And maybe I kind of find it a bit weird too to watch as well because like it was from a different era. I mean, not before my time, but like it was made in like '93 or something. I don't know, something like that. And it was it's one of those films you just watch once and that's it, unless you keep forgetting that you've been watching it somehow. Have amnesia every time you watch it and you're like, ha ha ha. Oh, actually, what happened with this movie again? You watch like a billionth time. My sister's like that. I don't know if she still is, but like, so when she was a kid, she used to record, or I used to record for her, and then she started doing it. Some cartoons, and like, the thing about it was, she would watch the tapes all the time. Like she had no like any trace of memory whatsoever of what the cartoon was about, and she was just obsessively watching it. And for me, it's like I couldn't stomach it because like she knew every line and everything. It was just nuts. I couldn't do it. You can only handle so much like information before it's like, okay, I am bored with it, but for her, she's like, again. Like no concept of memory. It's like what happened with your mind. Someone just steal it. Someone like, did you get like Alzheimer's? Are you okay? Did someone hurt you? Who hurt you? You know what, since we're getting close to this run, I might just rush this and give my body an extra chance to like digest these nutrients for my energy's sake. Like I'm some fat spider. Mmm, juicy bugs. Let's see. I mean, might as well here. Oops. There we go. I'm glad they kind of fixed this machine to where you can do it like super fast. Because it used to be for a while where that thing just did not do that at all. So you gotta do the very slow process. What else? I mean, oh yeah, we got that. I forgot. I don't know what else. I guess it's just another Isaac day. I mean, our items are really, really good. Really, we're going really fast. We're not doing Hush. Spoilers. We are not doing Hush. For the amount of time we've got here. I'll come back for a fourth video after exercising. But that'd probably be easier if I just finish this. Then that kind of keeps my train of thought on things, despite lacking it right now. I mean, another thing too, I guess we could touch on a little bit. is my experience with Linux. So we talked about like Mac and PC a bit, and now it's like, oh, let's talk about a little bit about Linux. I used it very little. As a matter of fact, I've got a Raspberry Pi. I do need to set up and get a VPN, and at the same time a Pi-hole installed, which is a way to block intrusive like advertisements for just like websites and stuff, tracking you and all that. I need to get that kind of set up because, yeah, privacy's sake. I've used a little bit of it. I had to like look up commands and stuff. Like sudo this and copy this and copy that. So like with Windows and Apple, or Windows and Mac, you can just copy and paste files into folders and that's nothing. But with Linux, it's like a whole different level of like what is going on here. So like instead of like casually dropping stuff into a folder like you normally would, no. In this case, you have to like give yourself like sudo powers or whatever it's called, admin powers of some sort, before you can like make certain changes to the system, like putting files into system file folders and any kind of folders. Use command lines to the point where I kind of like memorized it a little bit because I've done it so much, and I'm like, this is sad. But that was like only ways to like, you know, well, one of the few ways really to like construct this whole like setup to make it so that I get a VPN and everything else running at the same time on my network. So that way, like anything that's attached to the network can run it. Like Xbox here, I can't obviously put a VPN on there, like a VPN program, unless if I like hotwire it. I ain't doing that. I mean, like modding it, not hotwiring it, but you know, it's very similar. Just nuts. It's crazy. Y'all crazy for this Linux stuff. I am just trying to get this set up so I can just like not deal with all these YouTube ads and stuff. You keep hearing about GoDaddy. For every nickel I hear about GoDaddy ads on YouTube, I own a mansion. Just so many ads. And what's kind of like bad too is like these ads are supposed to be, they've been around since like close to New Year's and stuff. It's supposed to be like a New Year's thing. We're like almost to April and we're still like playing these like New Year's ads. It's like, come on. Get with the program. We're almost 4 months into 2021 and you're just want to be difficult. Now I would just want to block all your ads. I could do that with my computer and my phone completely. But Xbox is like, no, we want to make it difficult. So, yeah. I mean, I never tried like ad blocking with Apple. I mean, it's probably the same as a PC. It's pretty straightforward, and programs and browser like plugins and stuff. I definitely wouldn't use Safari. I've used Safari. I think I even used Netgear. What was it called? Not Netgear. Something net. Why am I not hearing sound? Wait, why am I not hearing music? Okay. I pressed a button on the keyboard by mistake and it just did something to the music. Whatever. I got cancer, yay. Yeah, so I mean, this episode's been kind of dry. I mean, we kind of talked about, of course, computer stuff and operating systems and whatever. You're not missing a whole lot in Linux unless you're like having to use it, then I salute you. I mean, I also did use Tails OS, which it was a modified version of Linux, and it used some elements of Windows to make it easier. Thank goodness. But I just kind of grown a little tired with it, because like I was using the Tor browser too that came with it, and even times on the Windows PC I was using Tor, but then it's like, problem is all these websites are like, hey, I see you you got like some suspicious activity, you hacker. We want you to like put in this CAPTCHA or CAPTCHA or whatever code in there. So like, identify all the traffic lights. Okay, that's cool. Now I want you to identify like 20 other things, even though you already solved it correctly, to know you're human or not. And then after that's done, guess what? You gotta do it again later on for another searches. Oh, looks like you got some weird activity, little Sonny. How about you solve all these little riddles for us again? It's like, come on, really? Like, you ask for all these like verification stuff, and then like you still don't believe me. Well, why? If you don't even believe me, and you want someone to just waste your time for 10 minutes to like solve pictures on a tiny screen, like, and you think it's not working, like, why keep using it? Like, I've seen some simple stuff as like, okay, rotate this to where it's the right side up. Like horses or something, like a little toy horse. It's like obvious. Just little things on websites like that, and they don't bother you after that. It's like, okay, it's cool. And then you also have like the cloud whatever, CloudFront websites that have CloudFront as a hoster or something, or a denial of service protector. They want to verify things before they redirect you, and they do. And sometimes they might have a Apache or whatever code on there too, but in the end, it doesn't like involve you doing all these hoops and bounds just to like get across to a website. Of course, a lot of websites too, especially some news websites, they hate and hate and hate the idea that people are looking at their news website with an ad blocker. Like, hey, how about you accept all these terms and agreements and check it out? Or, what's worse is, oh, turn off your ad blocker, or we can't let you on the website until, like, you know, da-da-da is met in demand. And at that point, I'm like, you know what, you have already screwed with my time so much, like, I am just not even going back to your website to look for news. I'm just going to find something else and just make you hurt badly without even, you know, helping your cause. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. That was a quick run. And I'll see you guys next time.